Logic is the science that deals with reasoning and argumentation, and it is often referred to as the science of arguments. It is essentially concerned with the principles of valid reasoning and correct assessment of arguments. In other words, logic is the study of how to think correctly and how to distinguish between valid and invalid arguments. Arguments are a fundamental part of human communication decision making processes. In everyday life, individuals use arguments to support their beliefs, opinions, and ideas, as well as to challenge and question the beliefs of others. The basis of argument lies in logic, the reasoning and principles that guide our thoughts and conclusions. Through logical reasoning, individuals can analyze, evaluate, and draw conclusions about the validity of an argument. Logic is a branch of philosophy that deals with the principle of reasoning and inference. It provides a framework for determining whether the argument is sound and valid. In logical arguments, premises are statements that are assumed to be true, and the conclusion is the statement that follows from the premises. By examining the logical structure of an argument, individuals can assess its validity and strength. Arguments are used to prove or disprove claims made by individuals or groups. When constructing an argument, individuals must provide evidence and reasoning to support their claims. This evidence may take the form of facts, statistics, examples, or expert opinions. By presenting evidence, individuals can strengthen their argument and persuade others to accept their viewpoint. In contrast, arguments can also be used to challenge and question the claims of others. By analyzing the logic and evidence present in an argument, individuals can determine whether it is valid and sound. If an argument lacks logical coherence or is based on faulty reasoning, it can be effectively challenged and disproved. Logical arguments are essential for critical thinking and problem solving. By using logic to analyze arguments, individuals can make informed decisions, identify flaws in reasoning, and develop coherent and convincing arguments of their own. Logic helps individuals to think clearly, critically, and analytically, enabling them to evaluate complex issues and reach well founded conclusions. One of the key aspects of logic is deductive reasoning, which involves driving a conclusion from a set of premises. In a deductive argument, if the premises are true, then the conclusion must also be true. This form of reasoning is crucial in fields such as mathematics and philosophy, where logical argument can lead to undeniable conclusions. Another aspect of logic is inductive reasoning, which involves drawing a conclusion based on evidence and observations. Unlike deductive reasoning, inductive arguments are not guaranteed to be true, but they can be strong or weak depending on the quality and quantity of evidence used to support the conclusion. Logic helps us to evaluate and analyze arguments, identify fallacies and errors in reasoning. By understanding logical principles, we can avoid being swayed by misleading and manipulative arguments and make more informed decisions. In philosophy, logic is used to analyze philosophical arguments and assess the validity of different theories and propositions. In the realm of science, logic plays a crucial role in formulating hypotheses, conducting experiments, and drawing valid conclusions. The scientific method, which involves making observations, forming hypotheses, testing predictions, analyzing the data, relies on logical reasoning to support and validate scientific conclusions. Without logic, the validity and reliability of scientific knowledge would be compromised. In mathematics, logic plays a crucial role in proving theorems and establishing the validity of mathematical statements. Logical reasoning is the foundation of mathematical thinking, allowing mathematicians to construct rigorous proofs and solve complex problems. In computer science, logic is used to design algorithms, develop programming languages, and ensure the correctness of software systems. Programming languages are based on logical principles, and algorithms are constructed using logical rules to achieve specific computational tasks. In legal proceedings, logical arguments play a critical role in determining innocence or guilt. Lawyers use logical reasoning to present evidence, interpret laws, and construct persuasive arguments in court. By using logical argument, lawyers can convince judges and juries of the validity of their case and secure the desired outcome for their clients. In political discourse, logical arguments are used to persuade voters and shape public opinion. Politicians use logic to present their policies, critique the policies of opponents, and appeal to the values and beliefs of their constituents. By constructing logical arguments, politicians can influence public debate and secure support for their political agendas. In linguistics, logic is used to analyze the structure and meaning of language, identify patterns of reasoning and argumentation in different forms of communication. Understanding logic is essential for effective communication and critical thinking. Arguments based on logic are used to resolve conflicts and disputes in international relationships. By presenting logical arguments, individuals can communicate their feelings, thoughts, and perspectives in a clear, rational manner. Through constructive dialogue and logical reasoning, conflicts can be mediated, understandings can be resolved, and relationships can be strengthened. Logic has practical implications in everyday life, helping us to evaluate advertisements, political speeches, and news articles critically. By applying logical principles, we can distinguish between valid arguments and persuasive rhetoric, making informed decisions based on sound reasoning. Logic is essential for understanding, evaluating, and making rational judgments about arguments. By studying logic, we can enhance our critical thinking skills, improve problem solving abilities, and navigate the complexities of the world with clarity. Logical arguments are used in academia, law, politics, and relationships, enabling learners to engage in rational informed discourse. Ultimately, logic helps individuals think clearly, reason effectively, and make informed decisions in all aspects of life. Logical correctness is no guarantee of success in life. However, for a moral and successful, fulfilling life, it is of paramount importance. Should one study logic or not?